Okay. So in last class, we had done exercises on create nationality record, create skills record. We did. Okay. So guys, all people has to go on mute. So I want to automate a scenario. So we are going to do some more exercises. Just a minute. So I want to automate login page. And I want to click on admin. And I want to click on job. And after that, I want to click on job titles. And I want to click on add button. And I want to enter job title, sales one. Job description, I want to enter sales one description. And I want to enter note, sales one note. So I'm not automating this field. Okay. Just I want to enter these three fields only. And after that, I want to click on save. So sales one record had been created. Where is that? This is the record had been created. So this is the functionality I want to automate. Okay. So there is a package name ABC underscore ABC. Or let me create a new package name, and under that new package, we will create a test-ng class and we will write set of driver commands. So first of all, how to create a package? Right click, new package. So I'm creating a package. Okay, under this package, what I need to create? Test-ng class. So how to create test-ng class? Right click, go to test-ng, create test-ng class. And I am automating functionality of add jobs. CC01 add jobs I'm giving. And I'm clicking on finish. So TC01 add jobs.java file got created under this package. And this is the default code had been generated. So after every starting curling bracket, I'm giving some space. And F means function or method. I can give method name whatever I want. Okay, let me give method name as jobs test. I had given method name as jobs test. And what I need to do now? I have to do declaration of WebDriver. Okay, let me create WebDriver. I have created WebDriver. And I have to import WebDriver. So it had been imported. So now I need to write set of driver commands. Okay. So let's go back to any previous program and copy all the pages. So login part already automated up to login page I have taken. I'm taking copy. Control C and I'm pasting here. Orange HRM application navigated and username, password and login button got clicked. Okay, we had already explained these lines of code meaning in the last classes. So we have navigated to login page. And after that, I also want to click on admin, right? So let me take this one also, admin. Okay, after clicking on admin, what is the, so I will be navigated to here. And after clicking on admin, which web element I have to click? Job. So I need to inspect this web element. Okay, so right click, click on inspect. Again, we need to inspect. So here this one. Developer had given ID name or not? No, it has not been given. Okay. So see here. One second. So this is the one. Actual one is this one. Okay, spam. One second. Okay, here. So I'm clicking on copy element. So let me open a notepad and we need to write XPath because developer has not given ID or name. Okay. Tell me guys how to write XPath. XPath /span text of is equal to I need to copy this one, right? So do I need to take space also or not? So I need to take including space also. And I want to check this XPath is 1 of 1 displaying correct learning. So Control C, Control F, Control V. Is it showing 1 of 1 or not? So that means our XPath is correct. So I need to write one more line of code. Job. So it's clicking on jobs. That's what I understood. Okay, after clicking on job, what I want to click? Job titles. Okay, let me inspect this. Job titles. So copy element. Yeah, tell me how to write the XPath. / tag name A in the square brackets. Text of is equal to
job titles.
I want to check this XPath is 1 of 1 or not. Uniquely identifying or not. Control. Is it showing uniquely? 1 of 1 only it is showing here. So my XPath is correct. Let's go and write that part. Admin job titles. Okay, now right. I'm clicking on save. Admin job titles. I'm clicking, and after that, I want to click on add button. Okay, so let me inspect this one. Right click on inspect. Copy element. Yes. Now I have to write / button @ type is equal to button I'm taking. I want to check this XPath is 1 of 1 now. It is showing 1 of 52. Let me press enter. So second one is the index number. Okay. So here for this one, I want to keep parenthesis and indexing I have to apply. Okay, let me take this XPath and check. Now it is coming 1 of 1 now. It is showing correct. Okay. So now let's go and click on job titles. Oh, sorry. Add button, right? Oh, sorry. Add button. Okay. So after clicking on add button, what is the next web element I want to inspect? job title. Okay, let me inspect this. This one. Copy element. Tell me how to write XPath / input at the rate class is equal to whatever it has been given. Okay, let me take this one. So I have to make sure this XPath is showing 1 of 1 or is it showing 1 of 1 or 1 of 2? So which is the correct indexing? Second one. Okay, let me write XPath. So I'm keeping parenthesis and I have to apply indexing. Okay. Okay, right. Now let's check this XPath showing 1 of 1 or. Done. So now I can enter properties. Okay, so let me write this line. So this is not a click operation. We are typing some value. So I have to write send keys. So job titles, I want to give sales to. Within the double quotation, I'm giving sales to. Right. Next one. Okay, let me keep it paste out. So job title entered, and after that, I want to identify job description. So let me inspect this one. Copy element. In every line, we have to end with semicolon. That is the Java syntax. So normally in Telugu language or in any language, we will keep full stop. But in Java, we have to keep semicolon. So I have written XPath this one. Text area. Okay, let me check this XPath is showing 1 of 1 or it is 1 of 1 only, right? So I can take this one. So sales to description. Right. Second one and last one, I want to enter job node.
Sir, XPath is wrong, sir, because above this and
Type
same.
description here. Okay, add more type. Okay. Copy element. Okay, I have not taken proper. Text area. Okay, / text area. And I want to take this is the place. So sales to description and sales to note details entered. And after that, what is the final one I need to do? I have to click on save. So let me inspect this one. So it is showing 1 of 1 only. I can use. So we did all the set of driver commands. Okay, let me run this. Okay, so guys, actually these set of driver commands are executing very fast. Okay, after entering job title, job description, job node, I want to take 5 seconds gap. Okay, and after completion of 5 seconds, I want to execute this line. So to stop the execution, to pause the execution for 5 seconds, I'm writing this line, thread dot sleep. Whenever the execution will reach line number 39, the execution will be paused for 5 seconds. After completion of 5 seconds, okay, this line will be executed. Okay, so 5,000 means 5 seconds. This is called milliseconds. Okay, 5,000 milliseconds means 5 seconds. Okay, so the execution will be paused for 5 seconds. So at this line, execution will be paused for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, the save button will be clicked. Okay, right. Now let me run this program. Admin job title, add button, and it's entered. See, now execution is paused for 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, it's clicked on save. Suppose if I won't keep that 5 seconds, what will happen? Also, we will see. The record execution will be created very fast because I want to see what are the details it has been entered. So that's why I'm keeping this line. So if I will keep this line as comment, and I want to create one more new record, sales 3 description, and this time it won't wait for 5 seconds because this line I had marked it as comment. Comment means if the line is in green color, that line it cannot be executed. Okay, so if this time you cannot able to see the details, it will be executed very fast. Before clicking on save, just I want to stop execution for 5 milliseconds. So that's why I had written. So now without thread.sleep, I'm running this program. This time sales 3 record will be created very fast. See that the details has been created very fast. Okay, so definitely whenever you want to watch the values during the runtime, what it has been entered, so you can keep this line and you can monitor what are these values has been entered or not. And after 5 seconds, it will click on save. Okay, so that's it on set of driver commands. Hope everyone understood how to write set of driver commands. Okay, just you have to inspect web elements and you need to write xpath. Okay, okay, let me save this one. Xpath. Okay. So now I will tell you. So in the first class, I told you a class can contain 2 things. What are those things? A class can contain 2 things: declaration section and methods. Okay, so how to write a method? You have to write a method name like this. Every method contains starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. So in a class, can I write can I write more than one method? Yes, we can write. So that's what I told you. So Control C, and I can write one more method name. But jobs test method you had already written here. If you want to write one more method name, you can use some different name. This is second method. So if you want to write one more other method, you can write one more other method name. This is third method. You can write n number of methods, okay, in a class file. So a class can contain what are the sections? Declaration and methods. So you can write n number of methods. Okay. So now I'm deleting these methods. Okay. Selenium had given a method to highlight a web element border. To highlight a web element border. it has been given one method. Okay, let me copy and paste that method inside this class. So I'm going back to day 01 demo. Okay, day 02 Java. So I'm opening any one of the program here. So I'm clicking one of the program here, and Selenium had given this method. Okay, Selenium, who had developed Selenium, they had given this method. So I'm copying this method, and I'm coming to this class file, and after ending of this method, the second method name I had pasted here. See, this is the method find element method. It contains starting curling bracket and it contains ending curling bracket. You no need to worry about this method. Okay, whatever Selenium had been given, simply we are using that method. If you are using this method, if you are pasting this method, so every time you no need to write driver.find element. Simply you can write find element method. What is the purpose of that method? I will tell you. So wherever you have written driver.find element, you no need to write. Just simply you can write find element. So whenever find element method is executing, control, I'm clicking on this line, the control will come to this method, and driver dot, this will be appended automatically for every line. See, I'm pressing control button here, and control is coming back to here. Okay, and driver dot will be appended automatically before every line. Okay, and the purpose of this method is to highlight a web element border, to highlight web element border during execution time. See, here I am specifying web element border as red color. Okay, and let me run this program now. Same program I'm going to execute. So here it is showing some errors. Just I'm keeping the mouse over here and I'm clicking on throws declaration, add throws declaration. See, here it has been changed, throws exception automatically. So what is throws exception? I will tell you later. Okay, so instead of writing driver.find element, simply I had written find element only. Because if you are using this method, you no need to write driver.find element. Okay, if I will run this program, just observe every web element border, it will be highlighted in red color. So now I'm changing the input values and I'm running this program again. So this time I want to create Salesforce record. See, every web element border, it will be highlighted in red color, so that it's easy to understand which line is executing. See, username, password, login, web element border got highlighted. Job titles, add button, job title, job description, job node, and after 5 seconds, save button needs to highlight. So it is got clicked and highlighted already. So it's easy to understand which line of code it is executing. Okay, so Salesforce record had been created. Suppose if I will specify some other color here, the web element border will be highlighted, this time green color. Sir, why I need to use this method? Because to understand the execution flow, which line it is executing. So whenever a particular web element border is highlighting during runtime, we can understand, okay, the execution has been reached to line number 36. The execution has been reached to 37. Like that, it's easy to understand. So let me run the program again. This time, username, password, login button, web element borders will be highlighted in green color. See, admin, qualify, job titles, add button. See, all buttons got highlighted in green color. If you are specifying at one place, that is enough. This method you are specifying, so automatically it is highlighting for all the web elements. Manaki, just to see, the purpose of that method is to understand which line it is in. That's it. Every web element border color different గా execute అవడానికి colors. Thread dot sleep. Yeah, wherever you are keeping this line, it will stop the execution. Suppose after login, after login, I'm keeping. After 5 seconds, it will be executed. And here also I'm keeping. So wherever this line will come, the execution will be taken past 5 milliseconds. See, now I'm changing cell 7. So see, this time after clicking on login, 5 seconds execution pause will be taken. After clicking on admin job titles, it will be taken 5 seconds. Okay, let's run this program and you will understand clearly. So I'm keeping the web element border color also in red. So okay, now let's run this program. So wherever you have written thread.sleep, at that line, the execution will be paused for 5 seconds. Username, password, login button clicked. After 5 milliseconds only, it's clicked on admin. Job titles. See, after 5 seconds only, it's clicking on add button. After 5 seconds only, it will click on save button. So like that, it's executed. Okay, so you can easily understand which web element border is highlighting. Okay, so this method, you sir, do I need to remember this method? It's not at all required. Nobody will ask. This method, why I'm telling in the first class itself, this method had been provided by Selenium team. So going forward in every classes, you can copy and paste this method. Okay, instead of writing driver.find element, you can write the method, so that if you want to write, you can write driver dot, but the only thing is the web element border cannot be highlighted. But web element border, it cannot be highlighted if you write like this, driver.find element. If you want to highlight web element border, you can write find element. Okay, so the purpose of this method is to highlight a web element border during runtime. That's it on the how to write set of driver commands. It looks like simple English only. Okay, normally if you don't see this code, people will feel that it's a completely coding, something like that. The main job is how you are writing the XPath. That is the main point. See, this is the XPath we had written. Wherever it is coming, just simply you are writing XPath, that's it. Okay. ABC underscore PPC1. Okay. So this method you no need to remember, simply copy and paste in every class. And instead of writing driver.find element, write find element only. So that method will be highlighted. Okay, now let's continue the same program. So far we are writing only one method. This is one method, and another method is to highlight a web element border method. And finally, this is the class curling bracket, ending curling bracket. That's what we know. Okay. Now I want to write a method name. So how to write a method name? So instead of remembering, so just I'm taking this method name. Okay, so here I want to change my method name as Open Chrome browser. In a class, I can write a number of methods I told you. So I'm writing the method name as Open Chrome browser. Second method name as login method. Sorry, Open Orange HRM. Okay, and third method name is login method. And fourth method name is jobs, add jobs. Add underscore jobs I have it. Method name you can write whatever you want. Okay, right. So now this class contains n number of methods. Okay. So now what I am doing is the first line is open Chrome browser method. So related to open Chrome browser methods, these first 4 lines are related to open Chrome browser methods. I'm doing Control X and I'm pasting those lines of code under open Chrome browser. Okay, and open Orange HRM. So Orange HRM, this is the line of code I'm pasting under open Orange HRM method. Got the point? And next one is login. These 3 lines are related to login. Let me copy these 3 lines of code under login method. And remaining all lines of code are related to jobs. Control X. So remaining all lines of code is related to add jobs. So this method, we can call it as a main test because here it has been written at the rate test. Suppose if I will go and run this program, whatever is there under main test, those lines of code only it can be executed. But here this main test method, because here we have written at the rate test, this method we can call it as the main test method. So there is no single line, nothing will be executed if you execute this program. Okay, see, let me run this program, nothing will be executed, run as test engine. Because the main test method doesn't contain any coding. So it has been executed successfully, jobs test. There is nothing is there to execute. So simply it is showing it's where it has been executed, no lines are there. So simply the execution, this method was passed. And so this is a method, open Chrome browser method. This is a open Orange HRM method. This is add jobs method. Open Orange HRM and login methods are there. Now I want to call all these methods under this main test. How to call these methods means, what is my class name? TC01 add jobs. Okay, let me create an object for this class. So to create an object for the current class, you have to use the keyword as new keyword. So class name, this T1 we can call it as an object. How to create an object for a class? So you have to write syntax like this. Class name T1 is equal to, you can write object name whatever you want. We can create an object by using new keyword, new class name of, so that object can be created. After creating the object dot whatever method names are there, you can call. Open Chrome browser method. This is the first method I want to call. What is the second method after Chrome browser? Open Orange HRM method. What is the next method? Login method. What is the last method? Add jobs method. So to call the methods of a particular class, first you have to create object. How to create an object? By using new keyword. We are creating an object. Object dot method name. To call the method names, we need to write like this. So that these whatever. So first these method lines of code will be executed. Second, these method lines of code will be executed. Third, these method lines of code will be executed. And finally, these method lines code will be executed. Okay, now I want to create sales 8 record, sales 8 description, and sales 8 note. This is the record details I want to create. So now my main test method contains these methods. So now every method lines of code will be executed because now my main test contains some code. Inside that main test, I'm calling all the methods. So login method, admin, clicking after 5 seconds. After 5 milliseconds, it's executing. So now after 5 seconds, it will click on save. So you'll see it record had been created successfully. You'll see it record had been created. So now let's go back to the application. And what is our main test name? Jobs test. It was passed successfully. If somebody review my code, if somebody is reviewing my code, they can easily understand what is the main test object, what are the methods it's executing. He's opening Chrome browser, he's launching Open Orange HRM application URL, he's launching login method, and he is doing login execution, and after that he is doing AdWords. Okay, so simply I have written methods and I had given relevant names and I copied appropriate lines of code into appropriate method name. And after that, I'm calling all these methods in my main test. To call the methods, first you have to create object and object.method names. Okay, sir, why I have to write methods and these things? Because if somebody will review a code, they can easily understand what is. Suppose if I will write 500 lines of code, anybody will understand what's going inside that one? But 500 lines of code, each 10 lines, I'm keeping some method names. And if somebody will review the context of the test case, they can easily understand. What is the objective of the test case? They can easily understand. Just by going through the method names itself, I'm easily understanding what is happening at this. So in real time, people will write methods only. Okay. So we won't write all set of driver commands in the main test. Writing of set of driver commands, that is at the beginning level, we have to write. The next learning part is you have to write methods. Under that methods, you need to keep relevant lines of code into appropriate method. That is the actual coding.